This video is going to be about the ThruNite TN12 flashlight. Hey folks, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video, as I said, is going to be about the ThruNite TN12 2014 edition flashlight. Before I get started, I want to show you something. Mosquitoes are really bad this year in Georgia, or at least in my backyard, which is where we are right now. So I've got some natural Buzz Away Extreme DEET-free repellent. I'm trying to stay away from the DEET stuff. It possibly causes, maybe possible health risks. I know it'll melt nylon and stuff like that, so it's probably not good to put on your skin. It definitely works in a hardcore survival type situation. I'm using it, but anyway, I got some of this natural stuff. Thought I'd try it. So it's first time ever. This video is not about this. I just thought I would show it to you. I'll let you know as the video goes how well it works, because mosquitoes are really bad right out here where I'm filming. So anyway, that's Buzz Away Extreme. If it works, I'll let you know. Give them a free plug. Today's video, like I said, it's not about bug spray. It's about flashlights. And this is the ThruNite. It's a TN12 2014 edition. I got this quite honestly because I didn't really have a really good flashlight. I've had some, typical little mini mag lights and some other little lights, but I didn't really have anything that was what I would consider a high quality flashlight. I like headlamps. Headlamps keep your hands free when you're out in the woods and stuff, but if you're in more of an urban situation, you kind of look like a dork walking around with a headlamp on all the time. You can stick it in your pocket and have it, of course, but most headlamps are not going to be as bright as this thing. This thing is 1,050 lumens. You could almost like bake bread with it. It's pretty bright. So I heard about this from Chris on PreparedMind101. He put this thing through a torture test. I mean, threw it down on concrete and all kinds of stuff. And I'm not sure if it was this particular model. I have to check and see, but it was definitely a ThruNite. And they all have this, pretty much the same drop ratings. So I would imagine they all perform pretty well. I'm not going to throw this one around because I bought this one with my hard-earned money, and I don't want to bang it up. So they didn't send me this. I bought it, and I am really, really happy with it. I'm going to go over some of the specs with it and talk to you about it for a minute. Okay, so this is the ThruNite TN12 2014 edition. This light features a Cree XM-L2U2 LED, which is rated for 50,000 hours used. This light's powered by either one 18650 rechargeable battery or two CR123A batteries. It's about 5.5 inches long and about 1 inch in diameter at its widest. Weighs about right around 4 ounces with batteries, somewhere in that ballpark. Features reverse polarity protection. Comes with a couple of extra O-rings because it is IPX8 waterproof, which is good for about 2 meters. Has an ultra clear anti-reflective glass lens and a smooth reflector. The body of the flashlight is made of aircraft grade aluminum with premium type 3 hard anodized anti-abrasive finish. This flashlight retails for about $45 on Amazon. Comes in a box, which is great and all that, but it's not a blister pack, which is kind of unusual. What I want to show you is it comes with, first of all, it's a really nice little holster which has both a belt loop on back and a D-ring that you can hang it on your clip it onto your pack or whatever, and it velcros. There's one hand. Velcro's here like this, and the flashlight goes into it. Lens up, so it's like this, and it fits very nicely, very nice in there. So got that out of the way. This thing also comes with a lanyard, and it's got a little lanyard hooks on here, so you can put it on a lanyard if you want to. And again, the fit and finish is just excellent. It comes with a little pocket clip that a removable pocket clip you can pop off. It is silver, so it might look a little cooler if it's black, but it gets the job done, and it works pretty good. A couple other features I like about this is the button you can see on the back. This is the main button that turns your flashlight on and off. So you turn it on and off here, and then on the front side up here, there's a mode button. You cycle through the modes. This thing has actually 6 modes. From the lowest lumens, it is 0.3 lumens, and that's good for about a little over 1,500 hours. 0.3 lumens is very, very dim. In the daylight, you can't hardly even tell it's on. But if you're at night, if you're trying to read a map or do something where you really don't need a whole lot of light, it really is perfect, it's great. Sometimes when you have too much light and you're trying to do some detail work, it actually overwhelms you. The next stage on this thing, so you turn it on and you press it, and we'll do a demonstration when it gets dark. Right now it's not. Is 20 lumens, which is pretty good for all around just camp use, doing stuff. Beyond that, it's 280 lumens. I used this light at summer camp all last week with the Boy Scouts, and I pretty much going down some pretty rough trails at night, off the main beaten path, and the 280 lumens was fine. You can really light up the trail ahead of you. If you really want to go crazy, you can go the next level. The fourth level is 800 lumens, which is really bright, and the brightest is 1050, and it's the brightest light I've ever had, and it's really it's amazing how much light this thing throws out. So it also has a strobe feature to disorient a potential attacker or an assailant or your neighbor's cat, I don't know, but once you have it on, you press and hold this button for about a second, and the strobe comes on. So that's a pretty cool feature too. It's got a little bit of a flat spots here to keep it anti-roll. It's not really, it's not as pronounced as some flashlights with a flat spot there. And it's also got your lanyard holes here. What I like about it is these little tabs extend above or beyond the button, so you can actually stand this thing up on a hard surface like this, and it will you can shine it at the ceiling and kind of use it for a room light or tent light or wherever you're at. As far as size goes on the TN12, this is comparing it with a mini mag, which is a light I'm sure everybody's familiar with, and you can see it is pretty much a very close comparison. Overall, they're going to take up about the same room in your pack or your kit or your pocket, but size is about where the comparison stops, because the TN12 absolutely just outperforms the mini mag light that I've used for years, hands down. That's all the features of it and the specs of it. I think what we'll do now is wait till it gets dark and I'll show you, and we'll come back and see how well this thing really shines. Okay, it's kind of dark out here now. I'm going to turn these lights off in just a minute, and we're going to compare the TN12, and just for a kind of a control, I've got a mini mag light with brand new batteries in it. The batteries that have been in the TN12 been in here for, gosh, going on 2 weeks now. So we're going to they're not brand new fresh batteries. They are the CR123s. So we'll just use this as a comparison. Also, I have a bucket of water up here. We're going to check that, and just to show you that this thing is waterproof. Okay, we're here in the backyard, and I have a little archery target down there. I'm going to start with just a regular mini mag light, and this is just a AA mag light. It's not the super high. They make a high intensity one now, and an LED one. This is just a standard one like you buy anywhere, and that's brand new fresh batteries, pretty much wide open. We'll go ahead and do the TN12 now. 0.3 lumens mode, and they call that moonlight, and I'll put my hand out here. You can actually see it's still pretty bright. It's bright when you're trying to read or doing some close-up work. Definitely enough to be able to see what you're doing, look at a map, something like that. It doesn't have a lot of throw on it. Click it one time, and that's going to give you the next level up. You can see, let's compare this to the mini mag light. Okay, so there's the mini mag, wide open. And then you click the next level up on this one. That's it. So it's not quite as, it's a different white light. It's a little whiter. This is a little warmer. So next level up is here. You can see that's quite a difference. There's a mini mag. There's the ThruNite. It just goes crazy. And that's the middle level. So go the next level up. I think that's 800 lumens. This gets really crazy bright. And then we're going up to 1050, and it's even brighter. And you can see that it just gets really bright. And then if you have some sort of medical disorder that doesn't like strobe, then you might want to turn this off, but I'm just going to show you the strobe. So that's the strobe. And the thing is, even if you've got it in the lowest mode, you hold the front control button down for a second, you get a strobe on the high mode. Click it again, it goes back to the low mode, and you can see it's on the low mode here. So that's the TN12, the different modes. And what I usually do is just keep it on the high mode. If I lay it by my bedside, so at night, if I wake up, I'm going to blind somebody. But for general use, I usually wind up using probably the middle mode, which I'll put down below in the description. Again, just how many lumens are each mode, but that's the one I used most of the time at camp last week for walking down the trails at night. And it's plenty, as you can see, it's plenty bright enough. 200 something lumens, I think. I'll double check that and put it in the description. And as a comparison again, here's the mini mag. And the 200 lumens just wears it out. Whatever it is, wears it out. So, okay, so I've got a bucket of water here, and I'm actually using my mini mag flashlight here. You can see that to illuminate it, just so you can see it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the TN12 and drop it in the bucket of water, and then to make sure it's waterproof. So there's the TN12 at mid-level, and we'll just drop it in. And you can see it's lighting up the whole bucket and the whole area. Kind of makes a cool little area lantern. So obviously it's working just fine. Underwater, waterproof. Cycle through the switches to make sure you just... All right, well, that's the ThruNite TN12 2014 edition. And as you can see, that thing is really bright. It's really convenient to use. It's not too big. You know, you can stick this in your pocket and carry it all day if you want to. It's got a clip. The holster, again, is very nice. The flashlight just fits in the holster, lens up. And you can put it in with or without the pocket clip on it, and just dangle it from a carabiner or whatever, or just go ahead and use the belt loop and put it on your belt. And just keeps it I just kind of store this, really keep it in my door panel in my truck or something if I'm using it, and because I keep it with me all the time just in case. And it's really easy to keep it protected. So I think this is, if you're looking for a good flashlight, this is probably, for the money, one of the best deals on a high performance type flashlight I have found. There are a lot of very popular and tried and tested brands. This flashlight and some of those brands, a comparable flashlight, is going to be closer to $100 than it is to $45, I would say. These are made in China, which is a lot of stuff. I think some of the even higher ends are made in China. And the reason that ThruNite is able to offer these prices that they do, I think, is because they kind of cut the middleman out. So they sell basically on Amazon only, directly to the public, as opposed to going through distributors and retail stores and stuff. So, you know, I kind of like supporting local businesses, and I try to do that. But when you get twice the value for half the money, or at least the same value for half the money, and in my opinion, this is probably better than some of the higher end flashlights, then, you know, sometimes you just got to take care of your own finances. So anyway, the TN12 2014 edition. And by the way, the Buzz Away Extreme seems to be working pretty well. I don't recall, hadn't felt any bites. Mosquitoes are still, I have a couple of them landed on me, but pretty good for no DEET. So if you're looking for some natural bug spray, that might help. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing, clicking the thumbs up if you like the video. Let your friends know. If you'd like to support this channel, you can check out my Amazon store below. Once again, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time.